Hello friends, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Myself Prince Patel. In this session, I will teach you looping statement in C. Here you will learn that how the loop is executing step by steps. So see the video till end and you will get an idea that how the for loop is working. Okay, so let's start our session. So what is a loop statement? So a loop executes the sequence of statement many times until the state conditions become false. It means the loop will execute till the condition not become false. Loop having a two parts. First is a body of a loop. Second is a control statement. Control statement is a combination of such condition which will execute the body of loop until the specified condition not become false. The purpose of the loop is to repeat the same numbers of code for n times, or we can say that to repeat a task for n numbers of time. Means, as for an example, if you want to print hello mark for 10 times, then you can use for loop instead of writing printf functions 10 times. Right. Next, a loop that does not stop execution and the process of executing the statement is going for n number of time, then it is known as an infinitive loop, or you can say endless loop. It means you are going to write hello mark 10 times, but the compiler is not stopping the printing statement hello mark after 10 times also. Then that loop will known as the infinitive loop. So the characteristics of infinitive loops are no condition is specified for loop termination. You had not given any condition to terminate the loop. Right. Second is the condition never met. It means you had given a condition, but that condition never met to a compiler, or we can say that condition never get right. As for example, you had start loop from 5 and you tell that the loop will stop at 1 and you had make a value of loop is incremented. It means the 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Then how the compiler will get 1? Right. So that loop will work infinity only. Now the C programming is having three types of loop. First is a for loop, second is a while loop, and third is a do while loop. But in this session we will only learn what is a for loop. Next, what is a for loop? So first of all, a for loop is an entry control loop, because when the compiler is going to enter in a loop, it will check a condition. That's why it is known as an entry control loop. A for loop is a representation control structure that allows you to efficiently write a loop that need to execute a specified numbers of time. What is the syntax of for loop? So for that you have to use a keyword for in a small letter. So for in the parenthesis there is a three elements. First is a initialization, second is a condition, and third is a increment or a decrement, which is also known as a updation. Every element separate by semicolon. Means after initialization you have to put semicolon, after condition you have to put semicolon. then the curly bracket, body of loop, and the curly bracket will close. Now, what is initialization? So, in this expression, we have to initialize the loop counter to some value. Means, as for example, int I equals to 1. So, I is my loop variable and I had set a value of I is 1. So, my loop will start from 1. Second, what is a condition expression? So, in this expression, we have to test the condition. If the condition evaluated to true, then we will execute the loop body and go to update expression. Otherwise, if the condition evaluated as a false, then the loop will be terminated. It means the compiler will take a exit from loop. As for example, the condition is I less than equals to 10. It means the value of I must be less than or equals to 10. If the value of I will greater than 10, then the loop will be terminated. So what is the update expression? After executing the loop body, this expression increment or decrement the loop variable by some value. Means, as for example, you can write I plus plus or I minus minus. That is known as the increment or decrement expression. Now let's see the working of for loop statement. So step 1, it will execute the initialization expression but only once. Means it will execute when the loop is executing first time. Right. Second, this step allows you to declare or initialize any loop control variable. Okay. Step 2, it will execute conditional expression. Step 3, if the condition expression evaluated has a true, then it will execute the loop body and then it will execute the update expression. Step 4, again the condition is evaluated. Till the condition evaluated as a true, it will repeat the step 2 and step 3. Step 5, if the condition evaluated as a false, then it will terminate the for loop, or we can say that the compiler will take an exit from for loop. Now let's create one program. So here I am making a program to print hello mark 10 times. So as you can see, I had created one program to print hello mark 10 times. So for that I had used printf functions 10 times. So as you can see my output. Okay, here you had see that I had used same statement multiple times. So instead of using printf functions 10 times, we can use for loop. Right. So I had start my loop from 1 and given a condition that I less than equals to 10. It means it will repeat my loop 10 times. And I had given one statement inside a loop that printf hello mark. Right. So as you can see my output, it will print hello mark 10 times. Now let's see that how the for loop is executing. Okay, I will show you that how your for loop is execute step by step. Okay, so here I am making 4 sections. In first section, I will just write a program code. In second section, there will be a loop value execution. In third section, I will write the steps of execution. And in fourth section, how the for loop is giving you output that I will show you. Okay, so here I am giving a program code that int I for I equals to 1, I less than equals to 5 and I plus plus. So my initialization is I equals to 1. Condition is I less than equals to 5 and increment decrement is I plus plus. Okay. Inside a loop, I had given one statement that printf hello mark. Okay. So first the value will be initialized. It means loop value has been set and the value of loop is 1. Okay, so I value is 1. Then it will check my condition. So here I had given one condition that I less than equals to 5. So value of I is 1. So the condition is 1 less than equals to 5. Yes, condition is been true. So the compiler will take a entry inside loop. It will execute the body of loop. So it will give me an output hello work. Again it will go back to a loop and increase the value by 1. So now the value of I is become 2. It will not initialize a value now because the initialization statement will execute when the loop is exiting first time only. Okay, so now it will check condition again. Till the condition is going true, it will repeat step 2, 3 and 4. Okay, so again condition is 2 less than equals to 5. Yeah, condition is true. So again the compiler will go inside loop, execute a loop body. Again it will give me output hello mark. Again it will go back to a loop, increase the value by 1. So now the value of I is become 3. Again it will check my value. It means it will check a condition. So now the condition is 3 less than equals to 5. Yeah, condition is been true. Again it will take a entry. It will execute the loop body. Again it will give me output hello mark. Again it will go back and increase the value by 1. So now the value of I is become 4. Again it will check my condition. So condition is 4 less than equals to 5. Yeah, condition is true. Again it will take an entry in a loop, execute a for loop body. It will give me output hello mark. Again it will go back to a loop and increase the value by 1. So now the value of I is become 5. Again it will check my condition. So now the condition is 5 less than equals to 5. So again the condition is true. It will take an entry in a loop, execute a loop body and again it will give me output hello mark. Again it will go back to a loop and increase the value by 1. So now the value of I is become 6. Again it will check my condition. So the condition is 6 less than equals to 5. So now the condition is become false. Why? 6 is not less than or equals to 5. Right. So now the condition is become false. So here the loop is been terminated. So now the compiler will take a exit from loop and it will give me a final output hello mark 5 times. So here I had shown you that how the for loop is working. If you want to grow up your skills or if you want to do more practice, then do the practicals given in my descriptions. If you are having any doubts, then you can comment me or you can also mail me. The ID is given in my description. Here I had just shown you a single for loop. But in next session, I will show you what is a nested for loop and what is a while loop. Okay. If you had learned something from this video, then please give me a like. You can also follow me on Instagram, name as markcomputer_ctm_vastral. And yeah, don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thank you.